What's up, guys? It's Rob. We're replacing the fucking speakers in the truck finally. Had this thing. Oh shit! I dropped it. Fuck. Okay, I don't think I broke it. But putting these Pioneer 4-ways in there, 6x8s, direct fit. So I'm gonna just show you guys. This is really how you would change out the speakers in any vehicle. It doesn't matter if it's a Expedition or a BMW or a fucking PT Cruiser over there. It really don't matter what kind of vehicle that you're doing this on. You're gonna do it the same exact way. Just the size speaker is gonna be different. So go on, what the fuck is that? Crutchfield. Look up your vehicle, and they'll tell you what size speaker you need, as well as any other accessories that you may be using along the way as well. We're gonna get started with most Fords and Chevys. You're gonna need a 9/32 bit and a Phillips. Most other cars, you're gonna need between a 6 and a 10 mil socket and a Phillips, as well as a panel tool. One of these things fucking helps, or a couple of these. They sell a shit ton of them. You don't really need those, but it makes the job a lot easier. We're just gonna go start taking shit apart. What I like to do whenever I'm doing doors, I'll throw the fucking hardware like right there just so I don't lose it. On a lot of Fords, you'll get like screws down here. On most other cars, they'll be hidden somewhere under here in the door handle. But Fords are gonna be right there. Then on the side right here, we actually have a Phillips. So we're gonna grab our other extension, take that out just real quick. Oh, I dropped it. And in this video, I'm only gonna be showing you guys one door, because they're all going to be exactly the same. All the speakers on this car are 6x8 and all the doors come off relatively the same way. I'm going to go ahead, pop this up right here, take this out. Surprisingly on this car, there's nothing back here. Usually on most cars, there's going to be a screw holding in like right here, or going down right here into a metal bar. There'll be a screw or something holding it in. We're just going to unplug all of these clips. All these clips are just going to be for your lock, unlock, and window motor, stuff like that. As long as you plug them back in when you're done, you won't have any issues. Oh fuck, the whole thing's coming apart, shit. Sometimes that'll happen, you might just have to snap these clips back into place. And if you take your panel tool or like a little pick tool or something, sometimes you can push it in there a little bit easier. Shit, this don't want to come out. Sometimes this happens too, where they just don't want to fucking come out. Alright, so we take that, we throw that on the floor. Now we're going to take a look around. We're going to open up the door handle here. We're going to see if there's anything back over here. I don't see anything that could possibly be holding that in whatsoever. So I'm going to go ahead and try to, on a lot of trucks, they lift up. This one don't seem to be lifting up. I'm actually going to take this out too, if this comes out. This don't seem to want to come out either. On some cars behind this light right there, there will be like a little bit of a nut or something. I think, holy shit, these doors are on here tight. I feel like that there is something back there though. Oh, I'm breaking my fucking panel tool. Because it should have popped off if there was something back there by now. Alright, so we took this little panel off here. We discovered 2 T15 bits. I believe that's what they are. So we're just gonna take our Torx. We're gonna check it. Yep. What is that? A T15? No, T20 bit. Alright, so we got that. Take our Phillips extension again, just take the Phillips bit off of there. And then unscrew these and then it should pop off. I was very confused about why it wasn't coming off before, but this would make sense why it was not. Go ahead, we're gonna take these out. Get in there. Throw that right in there. Now I'm pretty sure that this right here should probably pull back. Yep, then it just lifts straight up, just like so. Gotta give it a little wiggle and pull this harness back out. And bam, we got the first door panel off. Nothing too complicated. As you guys can see, this is going to be our weather trim. If you would be sound editing the car, you would want to take all of this shit off. Oh shit, what the fuck was that? I don't know, it just fell. But if you were sound editing the vehicle, you would want to take all of this stuff down, put your sound editor on. We're not doing that today. We're just replacing the speakers. I don't have enough dampening material to cover all of this, so I don't want to start doing it and do it like halfway or something. That'll definitely be in a different video though. What kind of bit do we need? We need another Torx bit. Is it the same one? Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and take the Torx bit out. And because we're using stock replacement speakers, these should just fit back in the stock holes too, so we shouldn't have to drill new holes in the door. Which sometimes you have to do. I don't like doing that though. And it's pretty nice that some of the Fords, you get a little backing right here to make sure that your speaker won't be hitting the glass. If your speaker happens to not fit, you can, of course, just go ahead and cut that out. And then what we're going to be doing here is we're just going to cut the fucking wire. We're not going to try to fuck with this in any way. We're just, actually, I might have the thing for it. Let me see. Usually, I'm just going to show you guys how you usually would do it, so I can help you guys out. So you're going to go ahead and cut that wire. Okay, obviously your harness and your stock speaker is still right here. Going to want to strip these wires back. And for us, at work at the shop, we use a website called DirectX. And it tells us all of the wire colors that are going to be involved when it comes to doing stuff like this. And at home, you can't use that. You have to have a business account with them. So, easy way to figure out which one's positive, which one's negative, is you take your speaker leads and you twist them together. And this is easier on this speaker to flip it upside down, because then you could see the cone right here moving. And you're just going to take one end, put it to the positive, one end to the negative. If I can do this the right way. Why is the speaker not popping? What the fuck? There we go. Alright, so as you guys could see, the cone was coming up towards us, and that was when we were using this blue wire as our positive. So that means we want this orange wire to be our positive, because when we do it like this, you guys will see that now the cone moves outwards the way that it should, when you're playing music. So the orange wire, we just have to keep in our mind that the orange is our positive. I'm gonna take this electrical tape, use the biggest part of the wire cutters right here, and just kind of strip this back a little bit. Ah, shit. Oh, guys, I'm tired. Just woke up. Kind of. I was laying in bed for a while with Kayla. It was pretty fun. We were just kind of chilling this morning. But you're gonna sit here, struggle with this for a while, try to take this off. I don't think you guys understand how hard I really just was pulling. If it doesn't want to come off though, you can always just grab a razor blade. I don't know why I didn't just do this at first. Usually I can get it to come off, but you can just grab a razor blade, just cut right through that, and then pop it off. And like I was saying, I said that our orange wire was our positive, so we're gonna strip back the orange, we're gonna strip back the blue. And if you guys buy really any decent pair of speakers, if you guys buy some piece of shit Walmart speakers, they're not going to come with this. But if you guys buy any good speakers, Pioneer, Kenwood, Rockford, Alpine, it's going to come with this. But it's going to be these wires right here. It's not going to come with this little clip on it. This little clip was actually specifically made for my Focus a while back, when I actually had these in the Focus. Oh, look at that, it already fell out. But you're just gonna wanna cut that off if you guys have one like this. Or if not, your wires are probably just gonna be like this, just a black with a small terminal on it, or a black white with a big terminal is usually what it's gonna be. I'm gonna strip these back just a little bit. And then we're gonna grab our wire crimpers and some butt connectors here. Get some crimpers, some butt connectors, and we're just gonna go and crimp our butt connectors onto the positive wire right here. All right, so that's all good. Always do like a little pull test to make sure that it's not going to come undone. Because if it's able to pull right out with all the vibrations in a car, it's probably going to come out over time. And then you got to take the whole door back off. And if you guys are just doing an at-home stock replacement, you guys probably don't want to have to be taking your doors on and off. We're going to come back over here into the door. We're going to twist this wire up, and I stripped a little bit too much back on this orange wire. The blue wire is good, the orange wire it's too much, so we're going to cut that like right about there. Going to throw our positive on the orange after we had checked. And now with this information though, knowing which side of the clip is your positive and negative, for the rest of your speakers you can just compare it to the clip. If the clip would go in, you match it up, and knowing that your orange is going to be your positive, you can match it up to all of the other clips in the speakers to very easily figure out which is the positive and negative of the other speakers as well, as opposed to having to go through and popping every single speaker out after you pull it out. Then you just crimp your wire on just like so. Make sure that there's nothing on the back of your speaker. I have a habit of always getting shit on the magnet of it because I'll just throw it in the car just like I just did. After that, you're just going to plug in your positive and your negative terminal. And if you guys are using stock replacement speakers, not speakers that are the same size, but actual stock replacement speakers for your vehicle, they should fit in pretty nicely. And as you guys can see, these aren't fitting in because of these little extra holes right here. So we're just going to take our crimpers, we're going to cut these off. I think they're actually meant to be cut off too. Yeah, see, look at how flimsy that is. We're going to take our crimpers and cut these. Come on. Come on. Get off. And then we're going to cut this side as well. I went into the door, fuck it. All right, and then we can just go ahead and pop these right on into place now. And as you guys can see, all of the holes match up with the stock hardware. So the best way to always do that, no matter what, is if you guys are replacing speakers, to try to match it up with the stock hardware. And they only had 3 screws in there. I'm pretty sure that it was supposed to be 4, but the 3 should be fine. Yeah, it's not gonna be of really any detriment to only have 3. Really, I got that in. Really, as long as you have these 2 in, you shouldn't have an issue. But yeah, obviously, if you have all 4, you should be putting all 4 in. Put that one in. Shit, my bit fell off. Oh,
Did you see it?
Yeah. After you do that, put the last one in. And for me, guys, obviously, I'm pretty confident that my speaker's gonna work and it's gonna play. But anyway, we're just gonna go ahead and test it real quick just to show you guys. And like I said, when you do this, none of this makes a difference. It's not gonna set off any airbag lights in your car, any check engine lights or anything like this, taking off some other harness as well. Just gonna go ahead, turn the car on. We're actually gonna put the radio on, holy shit. Right, FM. As you guys can see, it's playing the Spanish station. And it sounds 10 times better. Yeah. Alright guys, so obviously after this, we would just go on, put the door panel back on, and move on to the next speaker. I'm not going to show you guys putting the panel on because it's going to be the same as taking it off, just reverse engineer it. However you took it off, put it back on the same way. And then if you guys want, go ahead and check every speaker after you put it in. Just pop the car on, pop the radio on, make sure it works and it's playing, and then go on to the next one. Like I said, there's no real sense in showing you guys how to do every single speaker in this vehicle because they're all the same. The doors, I'm pretty sure, come off exactly the same, so it's not going to make a difference for you guys. And I was able to give you guys the good information right here. So definitely be sure to like, comment, subscribe. We're going to be doing custom door panels on this car. It's just going to be a little bit. I need to get an alternator for my Focus, a couple more batteries, and then we'll probably start on putting a system in here while I finish up the beautification process of my Focus with getting it wrapped and getting rims. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys did enjoy. And as always, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and all that cool shit you guys do for me here on YouTube. It is Rob, and I'm out. Peace, guys. I hope you enjoy.
I got my own weed, sucker, so I ain't gotta hit yours. I'm talking straight endo. Cali weed blowing like a Rastaman. Pussy straight from